Test. Oh, we got it. Believe it or not. Have real audio this week. How about that, friends? All right. There we go. So we got 13-0 the Bears. And we got the Bills getting it handed to them right now, to be honest. Not great. Not ideal for the Buffalo Bills. But they do get the ball because the Falcons took the ball. So they got that going for them. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us on the Tullycast again tonight. Get these guys put away. All right. Pre-snap picks tonight, we have Buffalo 28-23 and Washington 27-23. Personally, I took Atlanta plus 9.5 in a teaser, and I took the over in that game in the same teaser, and then I took the Commanders, which doesn't look good, and the Bears. I might have taken the Bears, though. I should check. I had Dawson Knox first touchdown, which sucked because that fumble, they should have had the touchdown, and they did not. And that really, really sucks. Let's see what we got. Bills, I bet Falcons live are pretty undervalued right now because everybody in the world is going to jump on the Bills right now. Falcons are minus 6.5 live right now. 75% win percentage. The Lions, I mean, everybody in the world got killed by the Lions last night, but the Lions killed me. Yeah, Atlanta over their team total quick. No field goals is a knock. Definitely a problem. No field goals for Buffalo or for Atlanta. Yeah. So basically, I need the Bills to come back. That's what we're looking at here. So that's what we're going to ride in the second half. I need the Bills to come back. I wish I could get it live tease on the Skinders, Command Skins. Also, does everybody not know that we're... Did Bill fumble on the opening drive? I was upstairs. Way to go, Bill. It's a great block by Swift on that touchdown to Caleb Williams. No, we could definitely get a drive. I mean, the Bills are coming out. We can get a drive. I need Kyle Pitts, a couple catches. I need Dawson Knox, a couple catches. And I need the Falcons to win the football game. Or the Bills to come back and win the football game. Or I need the Commanders to come back and win the football game. Either would be advantageous. The Commanders better be this hurt next week when they play the Cowboys. What have we learned today? Well, here's what we've learned. The Carolina Panthers are the best team in football because they beat the Falcons 30-0, and the Falcons are putting it to the Bills right now. So the only conclusion that we could draw from that is that the Falcons are the Bills are nasty, or the Panthers are nasty, because the Bills look pretty nasty, or the Falcons look pretty nasty right now. I do the filtering on my iPhone, but right now it's telling me I have a text message, and it's driving me legitimately insane. How about a second half touchdown score in the Bills game? Get some juiced odds. They're going to have to throw. This is usually when Josh Allen runs it in. How about that? How about a second half touchdown score in the Bills game? I kind of don't hate a Falcons defensive touchdown. James Cook is up to plus 185. But you feel like they're going to throw, right? Or Josh Allen's going to run it in. Let's get Josh Allen's second half touchdown. It's in. Josh Allen's second half touchdown, plus 210. So that's. I like the odds. If we had a boost, that would have been electric. I got the multi-view down. ESPN or the YouTube TV multi-view is good, but the screen is too small. I have a 65-inch TV here, and I'm limited now to two. Like, it wasn't R. Kelly. Who? Ludacris? Two Ludacris, like Michael Scott-sized TVs right now. It's not great. It's not great. All right, let's fix this. How do I get this onto the screen? For the phone folks out there. Baby is rock solid sleeping right now, which is excellent. Okay. I want to move this up to the top. Come on. Now we're cruising. Now we're cruising. All right. Bang. We're close. Thing is, I don't think this updates live, which is a huge bummer. I have Ertz TD, so get involved. I'm so bummed. I took the tight ends to score. Dawson Knox first touchdown. I'm not a first touchdown guy. Never take first touchdown. Took it tonight. Took Dawson Knox first touchdown. Thought when Bijan fumbled, I was cake. Falcons go down and score. That stunk out loud. And then Dawson Knox still scores, but score when I didn't. I usually like to also take in any time when I do a first touchdown for that reason in particular, right? Because when the guy scores. By the way, shout out my guy Tony Romo. Why America's whipping boy deserves your love. Dak Prescott's starting to feel like Tony Romo. Is that a touchdown? He gets knee down? Is that Rod Moore? Chris Moore. All right, Commanders. All right. Would have preferred that to be Zach Ertz there. Yeah, first TD tight ends is like, I don't know why. I'm not sure that's a touchdown. Oh, his knee's down. Definitely a touchdown. We had a great week on the snap this week. I think we're 9-3 on money lines. Of course, Cowboys, Lions, and 49ers, the big fat losers in those mixes. Lions were a dog though. Spreads really strong. Almost won a DraftKings spread pool using our picks. I was 9 of 10 in the first 10 games in the DraftKings spread or winners pool, with the Dallas freaking Cowboys being the loss. That really sucked. That really, really sucked. But we did some numbers. I've been trying to find the sweet spots. Where does the model line up the best? And it looks like if we're pretty close, like if our projected score is pretty close to Vegas, the total is the bet. Because, I don't know, it just means we have a good feel for it. When we're close to Vegas, the total and the ranges are usually pretty good. We had some exact scores. We had the Saints exact score, 19 points, nailed it. We had the Bengals off by 1. We had the Packers exact score. We had the Cowboys exact score, which those are like 35 to 1. So if we hit 1, it's plus money. I think next week that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take everybody's exact score, or a 3-point range on everybody's exact score, and just let that roll. But pretty good marks there. The money line parlays I have been staying away from. That's not my game. I like the props. I like the touchdowns. Touchdowns have been absolutely just killing me this year, though. Killing me. So I'm probably done with those for a while. That being said, we got some action. Well, let me tell you about a putting exhibition. Your boy went out. I was on fire on Saturday. Plus 3.8 strokes gained putting with the Scotty. Definitely, by the way, I have I got the camera, the right camera tonight, so we'll definitely roll the rock to end the show. But I was on fire. I couldn't miss. I made, you know what? Let's just pull up the Arcos. Let's take you through some of the putts that I made this week. The approach wasn't good. Let's see. By the way, the Arcos Link Pro, legit. Super legit. All right, stats. Here you go. Plus 4.8 strokes gain. Has me for a 70. That's with like the gimmies in our match, but I was probably more like 72, 73. I had 29 total putts, 8 1-putts, 1 3-putt, but I was well above the hole and it was par 5, so still made 5. My strokes gained, I was plus 1.5 from plus 2.8 from 10 to 24 feet. Absolutely dialed. Make percentage 100 within 5 feet, 67 within 9 feet, 67 within 14 feet. Just out, absolutely. My strokes gained in the last 5 rounds has gone up after that. It was really, really strong. Really strong day. Yeah, I think putting on the stream on Thursday definitely helped me out. That was big pressure to roll the perfect putt. And you saw what I had with the Scotty. Sean McDermott going with the clear glasses. What a wild look. He's lost it. Yeah, approach was not good. Minus a half a shot. My average, 4-6 up and down too. Pretty good. Pretty good. 4 birdies, which is very, very out of my regular round. But I was just dialed, dude. I was dialed, man. 1.6 putts per hole, 1.7 putts per GIR, which is better than a 0-0, which I've been saying all year. Like DeAndre Swift might be gone. All right, we got Josh Allen touchdown, second half here. I need James Cook, per usual. And I need another Dawson Knox catch. But I need the Bills to come back and win, really, is what this all comes down to. The problem is everybody and their brother had the Bills tonight. It was a rat line at 3.5. Falcons coming off the bye. Bills defense isn't what it used to be, but they're 4-1. It's so funny how early in the year though, like that, in your brain that that Ravens game was a huge win, right? They come back and beat the Ravens. In reality, the Ravens kind of suck. But it's Cooper Rush. I've seen that. Oh, I like this little play they got going. I don't like the Ben Johnson Lions like throws behind the line of scrimmage though. The Lions were still doing some last night. Like they had a 3rd and 12 and they threw Jamison Williams a screen. It's just like I don't love it. Don't love it. All right, Caleb. I want the Commanders to lose, so I don't really care about that one, but we do have them 27-23. Caleb runs for first. He's definitely got some swagger to him. Like he's not as lost as he at least looked last year. I don't think I'm going to sing tonight. I don't have the hate in my heart tonight. No Eagles. Josh Allen back to pass. Has a man. Gets it. By the way, how about earlier that guy had that was a hip drop tackle and they called defensive holding. Guy's season's over. It was definitely a hip drop. Caleb Williams just cost them like a 30-yard fucking freaking swing pass. 5 in the jar. I don't know if he caught it either. Don't know if he even caught it. I have a ghost text right now. It's driving me bananas. I have a Diet Coke tonight, so we're going to be ready to go. We got a lot of football left. 2 games. I'm not going to lie, I might have to go laptop for one of these games. The screen is too small. Maybe it's a glasses thing. I feel like Michael Scott. I could just stand here and watch this all day. I have it on the mount. Maybe I'll move it closer. James Cook is balling. I'm going to try. How close can I make this? All right, I got about 2 feet closer. Will it make a difference? It's a little bit better. It's not great, though. Not great. All right. My ESPN thing needs to update. There we go. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. This thing. There you go. There you go. I've been trying to get that to work for weeks. Now we got it going. All right, we got Josh Allen to score in the second half here. And we need the Bills to get it going. This is a big drive. They also do this thing where like James Cook is absolutely rolling and then they take him out and bring in one of their other guys. I can't stand it. 2nd and 3. Here comes a nothing run. Oh, running back in the flat. Get him out at the 1. Is he in? Touchdown. Nice. Let's go, Buffalo. We love it. We love it. We love everything about it. except for the fact that he didn't step out of bounds at the 1 and Josh Allen ran it in. Tell me he stepped out. Tell me he stepped out. He dove. Oh, he's in there. No, that's a touchdown. That's all right. We're not taking points off the board. Get that right foot out of bounds. Nope, he's in. Good spatial awareness there. I also have the Falcons kicker to kick 2 field goals, but Bills ain't getting no stops. 28-24, correct score is very much in play for that game, by the way. Very much in play. Something to think about. What do we got going on in the pre-snap world? You guys want to talk numbers? Should we talk numbers? I'll give you we're gonna put these out this week. But here's what we're looking at. So far in the season, we are above 57% on all 3 bet types. We got 58% totals, over under, 58% spread, and money line we're at 67%. But favorites win. So money line we want to be 65. Yeah, I could get down with the Falcons punt here. Have they punted tonight? What do we got for punt? What's a punt gonna do for us here? Plus 120. We could do no offensive score minus 140. That's not quite fun though. What if we did punt and somebody to catch a pass? I think I'm going to drive behind, though, because it says Falcons' 8th drive. And you can't combine drives. Here's what we're going to do. Next drive, we're going to take Bills to convert a 4th down plus 650. Might be more fun in the Bears game, though, to be honest. What drive is it for the Falcons? DraftKings is showing it's the 8th drive. I don't know how I feel about that. I can't figure it out. I don't want to bet it and it hits, and then we roll the tape back and we got to wait another drive. That feels cursed. Oh, okay, it is their 8th drive. But why do they show me the Bills first? All right, Bills to convert a 4th down the next drive, the 8th drive. That's what we got. Because they're going to score a touchdown. This game's going to be tied after their next drive. 100%. That's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. All right. 4th and 1. We should have taken the Bears. I told you it would have been more fun. I need the Falcons to kick a couple field goals here, though. Bijan. Incomplete. Durs take over on downs. All right, so this will be their 8th drive coming up. But why are they showing me the Bills first? That's what I don't understand. I'm salty about Dawson Knox first touchdown. We got a broken ankle. Oh, and he got insult to injury. His boy fell right on top of him. All right, punt. See what I like about this is I need the Bills to win, and the fact that we didn't bet Falcons punt means they're gonna punt here. Did they call face mask on that? Because that was definitely a face mask. Remember when Ed Oliver wouldn't take his jacket off at Houston? Throw a little dunk to Bijan. Or Pitts. I need Pitts too. That works. My fantasy team is so bad. CD getting hurt. Neighbors getting hurt. Killed us. Penix broken nail. Caleb Williams would be in absolute shambles right now. I'm not one for body shaming, but can we get Michael Penix some protein shakes over the off season? He looks like if his arm, you know how guys like follow through? Caleb took Tebow amount of time to throw that ball to Odunze. He still almost got it. All right, 3rd and 13. Throw it right there to Pitts. He's going deep. I love it. He lost. Nothing. Here comes the punt. Could have cashed it. Plus 120. Flag. All right, good. I would have. Just, you can't call us on the Bills. It has to be on the Falcons. 3rd down. Replay 3rd down. Did they accept the penalty? It was 3rd and 13. That's good coverage, man. Oh, no, they declined it. Did the Bears punch this ball out? Bill. Another fumble for Bill. Or did he just get crunched? All right, here we go, Bills. 4th down conversion. Every special teams return has a penalty on it. How does that happen? Like, that has to be the number one thing that special teams coaches call all the time. Like, they have to be like, we can't hold on this kick. We can't hold on this kick. All right, double commercials. That's what we're going to do. We're going to punt during double commercial. We're going to punt during double commercial. All right. Can I figure this out? I have this sitting on a golf bag right now. If I turn it, I got to make sure I don't get the TV in it. Yep, there's the TV. My Michael Scott mode TV. Oh, yeah. Now we're here. Turn the lights up. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we got the track. It's pretty cool. Get dialed in. Can we get a perfect before one of these games comes back? It's about a 4-footer. That's a straight miss, guys. Go firm. This is why I went to the Scotty, boys. We are LOST lost right now. It was close. Close to perfect. Shout out Dom in the office. Came in, hit it perfect the other day. This is bad. This is real bad. We have to get on the track for the next one. Close. All right, we're back in Atlanta. That one was real close. All right, one last try. Pressure's on. Can he do it? Oh, hate to see it. Turn her back around. There's the lovely couch. Bang. This is a nicotine-free stream tonight. If I could see the TV, I'd keep the lights on because I actually like how bright we are now. Nicotine-free stream. I ran out of Zins. Not great. Cam setup is better, huh? That's improvement. I found a USB-C converter, which is huge. Next commercial is going to be a laundry commercial. Very exciting. James Cook. All right, we need like one first down so they get to midfield and go for it on fourth. Dom, we're getting exact score in this game, by the way. We're not going to get 23, but we're getting 28-24 in this game. Bills need a touchdown to hit their over. Might have been 23 and a half, but that's what they're going to need to win, so they'll probably get that. There goes Bill. Throw it, Josh. Penalty downfield, yep. I think we got a roughing the passer, too. Yeah, holding automatic first down. Keep the ball moving. Need Josh Allen, boys. Josh would love to do this for the ball. Exact for Washington, so that's 27. Yeah, I like that, too. Except they need 2 field goals to do that. But what could be nice is if you get the Bills to, or you get the Bears have 13. So if they score a touchdown, and then another, they might go for 2 to go up by 7. So you get Commanders. I don't think that works. How can we talk ourselves into that? You need a field goal here at the end of the half for Washington exact. That's why you got to do the 26, over 26 and a half, under 28 and a half, because you get 2 football numbers. I'm big on football numbers. All right. Bills, this is a perfect 4th down spot. Cook is down. All right, let's get we're 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Let's get like 3 or 4 yards. And then do it. No free ads, but I'm trying to quit the Zyn, so I got the Alpha Fuel, Nootropic, coconut banana. It tastes like sunscreen. Oh, it's 2. It's quite tart. It's quite tart, but it does have a nice, like, it has nothing negative. You know what you're getting, which is positive. But, all right, Josh Allen, you got to complete a pass here, dude. You can't get sacked. Oh, shit. All right. Is there a flag? Yep. Still alive. Still alive. By the way, I wouldn't have bet on the Bills if I knew the Falcons are wearing these jerseys tonight. That was a mistake. How do I get the chat to be everything and not just YouTube? Don't know. Not going to figure it out. Josh Allen. Now he's going to get sacked. He's been begging to get sacked this entire drive. We need like 4th and 4. Because I think that part of the field they will go for it. Easiest sack of that guy's life, dude. 2nd and 18. In some trouble here. Yeah, we need the refs to go full Mahomes on the Chiefs here. Or on the Bills. Allen back to pass. Finds a man. Shakir. All right. He got 9. So this is setting up for a good 4th down. They hit another one of those, get to like 4th and 2. There's no way they punt. There's no way. I guess I'm a TikToker now. I put a TikTok up just talking about how bad the Cowboys are. And it's my best one yet. 5,000 views, something like that. Just getting absolutely roasted on, by the way. And I didn't even complain about it. All right, let's go. 4th and 1. This is what dreams are made of. This is what Hilary Duff was singing about. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. 4th down. They're definitely staying on the field. We got plus 650 on a conversion here. Let's go. I'm crisscross applesauce. I'm dialed in here. They're 3 or 4 on the season. Come on, Josh. Let's get on the board. Let's get on the board here. Another motion. He's got to run. He's got to throw. He's wide open. He flipped it. Oh, my God, dude. Throw the ball. That's $2 I'm never getting back. What is he doing? He could have run. What is he doing? If the Falcons don't score on this drive, I think we bet overtime. All right, I got to go change my laundry. I'll be right back. So, as you can hear, I'm just changing the laundry, just being an everyday family man right here, boys. It's what it's about. This is where you grind. I cannot believe I like Josh Allen. I do. I'd take Josh Allen over just about every quarterback in the league. Although my man Dak is balling right now. It's such a shame that Jerry Jones is such a freaking egotistical moron. And I don't really care that they traded Micah because it's a lot of money. $50 million for one guy who's been hurt the last 2 seasons, but he only missed like 5 games. Like, see, I'm there. They got me sipping the Kool-Aid. I'm listening to them. But it's one thing to trade your best player. It's an entirely different thing to trade your best player and have no backup plan when he leaves. And that's not clean. I need some like little signs to put clean or dirty on laundry because I'm rolling like 6-7 baskets down here. But I do have a pair of golf shorts with a belt on it, which is a good sign that laundry has not been cleaned. All right. We're in a quick wash cycle. I like to go cold water. Cold water ensures that you don't get any blending. Just a little tip for everybody at home. What is he doing? That was 15 yards he tried to throw that underhand. That's what I miss watching doink. Hate to see it. That must make Bears fans so happy when the other team gets a doink. If you could take a player off each one of these teams to put on your team, who would they be? I think it's pretty easy for the Bills Falcons. You'd obviously take Josh Allen and Bijan. Bears Skins is hard. Like, probably. I mean, you can't have Jaden Daniels because you already took Josh Allen. There's really nobody on the Commanders' defense I would want. I like Deron Payne. And I like Javon Kinlaw. I don't think he's worthy of that, though. Maybe Laramie Tunsil. But he's getting up there. I mean, that gas mask video was 2016. He's been in the league for 10 years. Same year as Dak and Zeke. Throw it away, Caleb. You're dead. You're dead. Yeah, he just got smoked. Third and long, though, your best thing as a quarterback is to duck your head in the pocket and try to get a face mask. Dak is great at that. He thought about it. He wanted that guy going upfield. He almost threw a pick to the D end. He got lit up. I hate Frankie Louvu. We're getting dangerously close to a double commercial here. We're gonna putt on the track next time, and I'm gonna get the camera so we can really get the action locked in. 42. Thanks for joining, everybody. Remember, download the PreSnap app. You can get it with that QR code in the corner of the screen, or by going right there in the bottom left to PreSnap.app. Go on our Instagram. Go on my Twitter. Go on our Twitter. It's the same as the Instagram. And yeah, we're blasting the shit out of this thing. So you're gonna be able to find it if you go to one of those sites, and you should. I had a nice conversation yesterday with somebody I've talked to like twice in my life, talk about how much they love PreSnap. That's awesome. Got people getting winners. The PreSnap posse. We love it. We love it. It's awesome. Hit a nice download milestone today too, so we're excited. Really appreciate everybody's support. Much love. Does anybody want to have an existential conversation here as we get to halftime? Am I a bad person if I make my kids root for the Cowboys? I'm not gonna lie, it's been on my brain, because I think, and I want to preface this by saying it's not something that I hold against my own father, because one of the best things about my family, I would say, is my father and my relationship about the Cowboys. Like, it's something that we always talk about. It's something that we go on trips. Like, it's a huge part of my life, and that's awesome. But the reason that we're such big Cowboys fans and we didn't really grow up with college football is because, well, my parents went to Boston College, and I don't know if you know anything about college football. Boston College sucks, and they've always sucked. And oh my God, the flags in this game, dude. Let the boys play. So I did not go to Boston College. I went to a small school in Columbus, Ohio, called The Ohio State University. And we do not suck at football. And we've really never sucked at football. And I think my kind of plan is like, just have, like, if I want my kid to root for one of my teams, I want them to root for Ohio State. Because they're awesome. And they're literally always going to be awesome. I mean, they've beat their rival 10 of the last 14 times. That's unprecedented. 11 out of the last 15 if you count the forfeit in 2020. And they're going to beat them this year. And they're going to beat them real good this year. But, like, I feel like that's kind of the move for me, is be like, hey, I like the Cowboys. I'm going to watch the Cowboys on Sundays. If you want to watch with me and you want to root with me, that's awesome. That rocks. But I don't think I can put my child through that, because my child's going to have 10, 15 years of Jerry Jones. Look what 30 years has done to me. Right? Like, I'm losing my hair. My beard does look great. I will say that. Bijan catch, need that. Bijan cutting back, don't need that. All right, let's hold him and get the John Parker Romo field goal here. And set us up for 28-24. That's what I'm saying. The Buckeye, like, I went to Ohio State in part because the Cowboys have been so pitiful in my lifetime. Like, I was like, I need a team that I can buy into and root for and be happy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to do that. So I think, like, I just go all in on Ohio. I'm going to write the newsletter tomorrow about this. Like, you know what, kid, like, you don't have to be Cowboy. You can be a Patriots fan. You can be a freaking Bills fan. I don't care. But we're going to root for the Buckeyes hard. And I think that's a really healthy way to do it. Like, you can be anything you want in this world. You just can't go to Michigan. I think that's a pretty fair way to, like, treat a child. And I think, like, what a gift to be born into this era of Ohio State football. That being said, that's probably what my dad thought when I was born 29 years ago. Look up how long it's been since the Cowboys have won 2 playoff games in a season. The year looks like my birth certificate. And that's depressing. And I've watched every game since I was 4. Since I could sit down and watch a game, I've watched every single Cowboys game. If we couldn't watch it at the time, I watched it on tape delay. Like, growing up, we watched games on, like, TiVo because my sister had a soccer tournament. But you could not know what the score of the game was, which was amazing. Like, yesterday, my dad was driving home from visiting family. Oh, wow, I missed that Bijan touchdown. Wow. Is it Bijan? I'm going Bijan. Get him, 3rd and 12. Fumble. Get that ball. Get that ball. They say incomplete. That's a clear recovery. Let's get a... Oh, we need... Never mind. No fumble. John Parker Romo. Didn't even think about it until now. Let's go, Romo. Let's go. Found a bunch of these, like, graphic tees from China. They came in smelling like ash. Come on, Romo. All right, you know what, guys? Where's my remote? Oh, no. Oh, no. This has happened before. It got blocked. Oh, my goodness. All right. Best case scenario. That's my $10 bonus bet parlay that had them, but also has Bills winning, and I need the Bills to win more. Here's what I need. And that's Bills. I need Bills minus 4.5 in that one. So, wow. Blocking a field goal is unreal. Yo, shout out to the toll right now. The toll needs a James Cook touchdown and 50 Josh Allen yards. Toll, throw in the chat there what kind of odds we got on that bad boy. And he needs Roma Dunze. That's got to have crazy odds. London yards hit, Cook yards hit, Bijan yards hit, Cook yards hit, Allen passing touchdown. That's a great parlay here. Just needs James Cook and Josh Allen. Josh Allen's over 50 more yards. Should we all ride the parlay here, the tollway? That's an aggressive sneeze. I'm sorry. Double commercial. You know what that means. All right. Can we... Now, we might lose the stream integrity that I've built up so strongly on this. Oh, now we got it. Look at that. Now I just have to go around. After our battle... Sorry, copyright. Our battle last week with the camera, we figured it out. We're getting on the track. How does this look for straight, though? Honestly, let's save the perfect putt for later. You know, that's how we end the show. I don't want to cheat. Like I said, I didn't go to Michigan, so I don't want to cheat at the end here. Let's drop this back a little bit, huh? All right. So we got to go straight down the line, right? If we're going to use this. All right. Are we straight down the line? I don't know. So the idea here is I got a putting string above my eyes. And this string is going to tell me where my eyes are. So if I line up perfectly... See, that was a little right, but we still made it. So it helps you understand. First off, you don't have to be perfect to make these putts. We don't. Like even that was a little left on the start line. That was pure. That broke. Anybody see that? That broke. Shout out Chip Putt. They sent me a mat that I reviewed in the Tully Tuesdays newsletter. That one was in. It hit the ball. All right, we're back. Phantom text right now. Insane. Oh, back. Baby is confirmed snoozing, which is great. Josh Allen coming off the field on 4th. That's going to really affect the rest of the night here, boys. How do you... Why a reverse on 3rd down? Like, why? Why? This Phantom text is driving me bananas. All right, we got 3 minutes till we get back on the stream. Back on the Commanders game. I'm sweating. You turn the heat on because it's cold. And my God, am I sweating. Look at this. Look at the glaze I got going. It's just not, it's not good for the program, guys. It's not. Oh. All right. So yeah, I'm battling this. As Jerry Jones turns 83, I'm doing the math. Like, this isn't over. And also, like, the Jerry Jones thing, I want him to live as long as he can live. I'm not saying anything else like that. That being said, we have a period of total delusion coming for the Cowboys, right? Like, he's running the team at 83. Yeah, we need the refs to save the Bills. The problem is everybody and their brother has the Bills. So if the refs are saving anybody, it ain't the Bills. Unfortunately. But we have, like, probably a 3 or 4 year, like, Jerry Jones has lost it period that hasn't even happened yet. That's the scary part of the whole situation is, like, trading Micah Parsons was nothing. It was literally nothing compared to what is going to happen in the next couple of years. And, like, you know, it's funny to talk about Dak and Romo and everything like that, but it's kind of true that, like, this is happening again. Like, Romo figured it out, and they did him wrong. 2011, their defense is terrible. 2012, offensive line. 2011, offensive line. They just drafted Tyron. Then they got Frederick, and they, like, finally get the O-line, and then he was toast. Right? And then Dak comes in. Now, Dak's been the quarterback longer than Tony Romo because he hasn't missed full seasons like Romo did. I mean, he missed 2 halves of seasons, but, like, they're not giving him the support around him. And yeah, his contract takes up a lot of money, but, like, you can't be like, oh, we're the most valuable franchise in the world and we can't afford to pay star players. Like, you drafted guys, you have to pay the guys you draft. I don't get it. All right. Falcons at their own 15. We need a turnover again. Oh, love that counter design. Robinson is good, man. By the way, I got this acupressure ball. Really loosens the old hands up, which is nice. Almost at 100. We'll keep it rolling. That's good. It's good stuff. Excited for this Bills game to commence, hopefully, with the Bills coming back and winning. With a James Cook touchdown sprinkled along the side there. Good kick return from Luke McCaffrey. I need the Bills to win. I need the Falcons to kick 2 field goals, and I need another catch from Kyle Pitts and Dawson Knox. Is any of that going to happen? Nope. So we need a Josh Allen touchdown. We need that the most. 3rd and 2. Big stop here. They're going to run. No. Pressure's there. Interception? Did he catch it? Oh, he dropped it. All right, we're getting a punt, though. Nice 3 and out. Love it. Earth's up the middle. Commanders are going to take the lead on this drive. For sure. For sure. Oh, Commanders are trying to do some funky like option stuff there. That's going to be a tackle. There's your penalty. Token penalty on a kickoff. All right. 8:30 to go. Do we like overtime? Last bet of the night for the Bills game. What is overtime? Ties plus 2,200. Where do we find overtime? DraftKings. Overtime is plus 360 in the Bills game. We in? I'm in. That's my final Bills-Falcons bet of the night. Plus, I got plus 360 on DraftKings. If you got any in the bankroll there. Fanatics is weird with the lines. I feel like the stuff that's outrageous is the lines are protected, but they're like regular lines are good. That's why I use Pickett. With Pickett, the thing I hate about Pickett is like on a Sunday I do a bunch of like $2, $1 parlays, and then at the end of the day, you can like win $50, and it's like you were 2 and 23 today. You're like, it doesn't feel great. Like you hit two $25 money line or spread bets or totals, whatever, and then you're like, oh, you're getting smoked. But not really. You win money. Just like you go to the records and you're like, it's not fun to look at. All right, Josh Allen, 3rd and 10. If you're an MVP, let's be an MVP, dude. It's the freaking Atlanta Falcons, for crying out loud. There's nobody there. Dude. Transitive property right now. The Falcons lost to the Panthers 30-0. So the Cowboys holding the Panthers to 30 points and scoring 27 is actually pretty impressive by transitive property. I'm not going to lie, punting here feels pretty damaging for overtime. Do we hedge with an offensive score on the Falcons here? Nice hit. Nice hit. Here's your flag, though. Back them up. Give me a roughing the kicker. Ooh, what would I do for a roughing the kicker right now? Nah, hold. Classic. He might be. He might be. Nice catch, dude. Commander's kicking. That All right, there's one of the field goals we need to get to 27, but I don't know. Do you have Commanders? You have 27-23 in that game, or you have just Commanders score 27? What are people saying about the game on the X, the everything app? $27-23 exact. I would have done a football number though. I would have done 27-24. I like the football number, but you gotta trust the data. I get it. I get it. Are the Bills gonna get the ball back? I don't think they will. Okay, I like that. I think, yeah, 27 has been. I mean, I think 27 is probably the most common score. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. I feel like 20 gets a lot, 24 gets a lot. I'm not listening to the broadcast anymore, obviously, because we're chatting, just chatting. And for the first half, it seemed like Dan Orlovsky was just out of breath the entire time. All right, there's my last Bijan catch. I got a nice little parlay if the Bills can come back and win this game. They cannot. You have to get a stop in this drive, though. But whatever this formation for the Falcons is, it's like they knew this was going to work. So that's why they're doing it. I got 3 yards. It's a good play, though. Like, you get those first downs. I'm so bad about the Cowboys, man. I don't want to care anymore. That's where I'm at. Like, I genuinely don't have any desire to care about the Cowboys anymore. It's depressing, to say the least. Hold on the Falcons would be massive here. Massive. All right, false start. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I was watching the kick return in the Skins game. Commanders. Sorry. Penix swings it. 1st and 15. All right, good stop. 2nd and 10. Baby's moving. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Put that. Wow, impressive work. put the pacifier back in. Wow. No, because they're in the division with the Giants. I also took over 7.5 wins. Uh-oh. We're in big trouble in Atlanta. We're in big trouble in Atlanta. Big trouble in Atlanta. Bills are infuriating, huh? So I guess this stream is just going to turn into a Commanders hate watch. Okay, this is probably the Bills' last chance. The Falcons get a first down here. It's probably game over. Kind of wish we took Falcons' fourth down conversion this drive. Patriots, I have Patriots winning AFC East. Future. I have Bengals in a parlay though, so that's dead. Dead. I loved my Bengals. I had a Bengals last undefeated team parlay that I loved. And Joe Burrow got hurt, so. That's the game in Atlanta. 3:50 left. Drake London with a nice catch. Gross. Why do the Falcons have other jerseys? Seriously, why do they have uniforms that aren't those uniforms? It makes no sense. Oh, Caleb ripped it. He got it. Luther Burden. Bijan up to the 30. This is OVER. Bills awful. I love that too. Like, yeah, it negates the Pats win. I'm thinking the same thing here. I'm like, well, if the Bears beat the Commanders, the Cowboys somehow beating the Commanders next week wouldn't even be that big of a deal. But they're not going to do it. The Commanders can score 10 points. You know, maybe score 17 points today. Pre-snap under, though. Get him. Oh, my God. How do you get him get to the edge? Dude, that spot. How is that ref supposed to know where the spot is? I'm watching Ozark again. Great show. Great show. All right, how about Roma Dunze? Oh, Caleb Williams almost just threw the game away. 3rd and 1, Bijan Robinson on the bench. That's a choice. I think that's a first down. I think that's a first down. What say you? I think that's a first down. Yep, it was a first down. But now they only have 4 seconds to run a run play. Oh, they're going to throw. Throw it to the end zone. Ow. How do you not catch that, dude? Oh, he's open. Rome, touchdown. He pushed off, though. That sucks. Dude, how? That's a pick 6. Oh, you got to catch that, dude. You have to catch that. Now they're going to do this little end around on you. Touchdown. Oh, should have let him score. Oh, even worse. He didn't get a first down. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute recess when the Bills game ends. We're going to collect our thoughts. We're going to come back downstairs, and somebody in here is going to have the bet of the night to get us a win in this Commanders-Bears game. Caleb Williams, face mask. He tackled him with a helmet. Dorrance Armstrong. Guy owes Micah Parsons $30 million. He's a nothing NFL player. He's good. But he's a DN1. A little bit different when you know Micah Parsons on the other side, man. He grabbed him by the back of the helmet. That's a penalty. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get a cookie. I'm going to fill up my water. We're going to come back with a plan. Falcons' exact score going to be a point off here after they kick this nothing field goal. Bills. Yikes. I think it's time for the Bills coaching change. I feel like they've had a long run of McDermott here. I don't know, man. Like, this is the year. The Chiefs are down. The Ravens are down. Now, they're 4-2. But inexcusable home loss to the Patriots. Pretty rough loss here. Now, Falcons off a bye. This is the time of year, too, where you're going to get some more of these little, like, tight game upsets because teams are coming off a bye and other teams are beat up. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 140 people. Thanks for joining. Thanks for getting in the chat. If you want to throw a drive prop in, let's do it for this Commanders Bears next drive. Commanders catch. Let's get at that. We haven't done a drive prop tonight other than the punt. What are you doing, Bills? They're discussing, which means it could be a false start. Offsides. Game over. Game over. Bill's not even going to bother to take their timeouts. It was such a nice catch by Adunze. Bijan has 180 yards, and they're going to give Algier the touchdown here at the end of the game. Betting both Falcons running backs to score a touchdown is probably a pretty nice one. 16-10. Dude, Dom, this is in play. Flag on that. Yeah, this is like definitely in play. All right, I'm on over 46 and a half, and Commanders minus 2.5. So kind of in that. Yeah, no, that's happening. They're falling apart. The fact that the Bills blocked that field goal and didn't need it in the end is disheartening to say the least. It's disheartening. And then drop that pick six, man. What if they block the field goal again? All right. The best part about a long shot minus 3.5 bet like that, or whatever, alt spread with the Commanders, is if they lose, that's awesome. But 27-23 is in the cards. That's one Bears touchdown and a 17 from the Commanders. There goes Jaden Daniels. Nice run. 33-yard attempt. It's an extra point. Drilled it. Ball game. All right. Can we get a garbage Josh Allen touchdown? James Cook for the tall. I don't care. Would rather it be Josh Allen, to be honest. Bills, no timeouts. Now, if the Bills score a touchdown and get the onside kick, we could be in exact score territory. But the fact that this game's not going over after it was like 21-7, like 18 minutes into the game, is a huge, huge misstep. The crowd swag surfing is pretty cool. All right, I will be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to leave the screen up, though. Yep, another within one score. We're crushing. We are crushing. They kicked the field goal now? I'm a big kick the field goal as soon as possible guy. But if Josh Allen could just run one in. Like, this is another thing with James Cook, too. He does not play enough. Chalk me up for a genius on the Commanders. Luke McCaffrey? PFT's got to be going nuts. Let me know if the cookie munching is bad noise. Did he throw a pick? Oh my God, dude. Good for the Falcons. Full screen. We got coughs. Hold on. Chicago punt. Plus 140. I'm in. Cookie bet. Cookie bet. You got to take the cookie bet, man. It's a no-brainer. Oh, laundry's done. If they fumble on the kickoff, it doesn't count as a drive. Right? It doesn't count as a drive. Bears have it. All right. Ground can't cause a fumble. There's big punt energy here. I like Brian Schottenheimer, but Dan Quinn should have been the coach of the Cowboys. I think we should have bet turnover on downs. Dead. 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 Wish he fumbled that kick. Punt is now plus 1,700. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting smoked in these live picks tonight. Smoked. Absolutely destroyed. We hit one punt earlier in the game. That was it. Oh, Caleb. All right, tell me their kicker's hurt. They punt this. How about you snap it to the kicker and punt it? Should have done turnover on downs because there's no way they're making this field goal. Should we roll the rock? Oh, yeah. We're ready to roll the rock. Oh, how's that? All right. No training wheels this time. Pull. it. Miss. Yikes. PGA Tour average on 8 feet is 50%, by the way. I don't want to blame the green. But I think we're down green. I think it's pushing the wrong way. I was in, they hit the other ball. That's the one we like. Nice, confident. I was in. No Tully cast this Thursday night. Yeah, maybe we will, but I just don't think anybody wants to watch Steelers Browns. And if I'm gonna take a week off, I feel like Steelers Browns is probably a great week to take off. To be honest, because I think they both stink. Steelers Bengals. Sorry, Bengals Browns, same thing. Same thing. There's no way he makes this kick. I know he's. They have Jake Moody? Did they cut Cairo Santos? He get hurt. Jake Moody is a big miss kick guy. Yep, blocked. 27-23 is in the cards. The Cowboys are going to lose so bad. The freaking Commanders next week. Mike Samerstill. Everett High School. He got held. Did he get the ball? I mean, that was a shankopotamus, by the way. Exact score is aggressively in play. And I could very much use Commanders covering 3.5 in this game. The problem is you need the field goal here. Because if the Commanders score, then the Bears are going to go for 2 and try to tie if they get a touchdown. So you need the field goal on this drive. This is one of those games you just know who's going to win. Like, the Commanders are going to win this game. The Bills game, you just felt like the Falcons were going to win. But, like, you can't believe it because it's the Bills. Commanders helmets with the W in the front look like Little League helmets. It's one thing to change the team name. It's another thing to change like an iconic jersey and do one of these trash jerseys. An eligible man downfield. And the Bears were offside, so it doesn't matter. Offsets. Daniels rips one. Flag. It's going to be a hold from where it was thrown. The penalty is declined. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Need a field goal here, Dom. Need a field goal. It would be unreal if I've been on the stream for 2 hours with 27-23 sitting there right next to me. And it hit. Let's drag that up. Ertz. Sick. Ertz touchdown. Bills moneyline parlay. Doesn't matter. Knew like. I don't enjoy this. All right, you need the Commanders to get a field goal next. Hell of a rip right there, man. Yeah, but you need a stop here. Like, you desperately need a Bears punt. Because they're going to be stuck at 22 if not. It's either 22 or 24. Football numbers. Dude, I should have done, like, anything. I did. Next week, I'm coming into the Monday night. Who's on Monday night next week? Sports. Who is on Monday night next week? Lions, Buccaneers. I'm making one single bet on Monday night. Yeah, no telecast Thursday because maybe we'll do it. We'll see how we're feeling, but we got doubleheader tonight and doubleheader next week, so I need to be around to help my child. So hopefully that doesn't upset folks, but that's what we need. Shirt could not be more like wrinkled up. Oh, the second game's on at 10. No way we're watching that. Texas Seahawks too. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. I am not making any more bets tonight, but I would say there's a pretty high likelihood that the Bears turn the ball over on this drive. I don't know if it's a pick. I don't know if it's something else. But this is a turnover. That was a crazy game of poker. I lost it all. But someday I'll be back again and I never to fold. I feel like the Rizzler has fallen off. What do we think? Has the Rizzler fallen off? Here comes the pick. He's going deep. Oh, he's. I like the shot though. Like teams don't take shots like that anymore. Go get it all in one bite. Oh, oh, okay. They're gonna chase these points. That literally, as soon as you said, "Let's get a stop," they can kick the extra point, Dom. Or are they going for two? Football numbers. I don't get when you're under 5 seconds. You should just have a call that cancels out all your motion. You need a false start here. This is going to be a cool play. Running back is wide open, Caleb. Well, on the bright side, the fact that exact score is dead means we can go to sleep at some point. I'm calling it after this next Commanders drive if they score. Once we get to 2 possessions in this game, I'm out. I need to go to sleep. Not really, though. I'll stay up, though. We still got 158 people in here. I won't leave you hanging. Pre-snap picks be available on your app tomorrow afternoon. Get your week 5 picks in. Week 7. Just pretending week 6 didn't happen because the Cowboys suck so bad. So bad. It's 1,000 degrees in my basement. I'm gonna go check on laundry. My dryer sucks. Good drive by the Bears, man. Good drive by the Bears. Commanders is such a dumb name for a football team. +5.5 Bear cover. Yeah, I have -4.5. So if we can get a field goal and smush this, that'd be great. I tell you what, if Jaden Daniels likes throwing to wide open receivers, he's gonna love playing the Cowboys next week. I'm calling it at 11. 10 minutes. It's a big man there. Chicago called in the weather here. That looked like a low hit in the quarterback. Flag is in. Yep. I think Jaden Daniels should take next week off to heal from that hit. Rough week for Penn State. James Franklin, Shaquan Brisker. I mean, he wrapped him on the leg, but he hit him on the thigh. All right, we'll give the Bears a chance. Commercial. I guess we just got a putt. Oh. Should we get elevated? No TV. Copyright. I mean, that's an elite camera angle. Should we do some pace control? What do you think? All right. A little pace control? Yeah, why not? All right. Chip Putt sent me this little thing, and they call it the Pace Master. And the idea is you roll it, and it's going to tell you how your speed is. So this is a 6-footer, but this rolls back up to 3 feet too fast. Okay. Pretty good speed. Real nice speed right there. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now we got perfect speed. Can we drill a couple in the hole? I love the noise these make when they go in. Probably my favorite part about this. I was in. Bang. Bears fan is quite the suffered existence, huh? It's quite the suffering of an existence. It's an interesting camera angle, huh? Right up in your grill. Right up in your grill. All right, what's going to happen? There's a turnover coming in this game. I like Cole Kmet. Should I get a little more tilt? All right. Flag. So it's defense. Is the NFL bad this year? Like, is there really a great team? Packers were supposed to be that team, and they tied the freaking Cowboys, who stink. Cowboys' offense is electric, but their defense is the worst I've ever seen. Safety here would be so clutch. Safety would be so clutch for my 3.5. The fact that Jerry Jones wouldn't let Dan Quinn bring Bobby Wagner to Dallas is insane. Oh man, that was the pick. That was the pick right there. I don't think you have a lot of play calls for 3rd and 16 in your own end zone. God, he was going to run forever if he caught that. Is there anybody up top? No, that was a touchdown, dude. Great play call. Yeah, Chiefs might be back. Like the Bills, Eagles, Ravens. Like there's not really an awesome team. The Lions looked gross last night. Their defense is really injured. 4th and 3. You kind of got to go, right? 2-point game. No. They're going to block this kick. I need the Commanders to score, so I'll go to bed. 165. Pretty awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for supporting. If you're in the stream, download the PreSnap app with the QR code there or at presnap.app to join us. Having a great week. Looks like we're going to close this out with the Commanders getting the dub and over. We can get one more point. I think that would put us at 10-4 this week with the Bills being a miss. Had some exact scores. If we get a Commander field goal here, we'll be off this entire game score by 1 point. We had 27-23, as you can see up there in the dashboard. Pretty good stuff. I think we put out 20 to 30 bands here, so pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Bill. Big sack. Should have cashed out. Had everybody open, dude. Stick in there and throw the ball. Nice run, man. That's huge. That's huge. Let's get this Commanders team score. Let's get this Commanders team score. We just need a field goal. Yeah, so we're sweating out here. Commanders team exact score. We had this up in the app on Tuesday, 27-23. Kind of the order of the scoring got a little wacky on us here. 23 is not really a football number, but 22 isn't either. So if the Commanders get that field goal instead, there's ways it happen. But if we can get a field goal for the Commanders here, our exact score will be off by a point. And the total is 50. So we were right on the line. That would probably be a no bet or a tease. Right now I have sweating out Commanders minus 4.5 live with over 46.5. So if I can get a field goal from the Commanders, I'm in the money. which would be great. Bears are 1-10 coming off the bye since 2014. That's insane. That's ridiculous. 3:10 left. Kind of one of those weird things where they don't want to kick a field goal because of the time. They're at midfield. They have a kicker who can kick it, but I bet they go for it if they don't get this. The problem is if they go for it and get it, then they can bleed the clock out pretty close to the end. 173. How about that, guys? Thank you. Thanks for joining. If you're new here, PreSnap app, we're sweating out 27 points for the Commanders. We're off by 1 with the Bears right now. I have the Bands, both teams within 21 to 29. Looks pretty solid. Just need another field. Fumble. I hope they lose. I hope they lose. I hope they lose. That's so bad. Don't blame my guy Biotish. Catch the ball, quarterback. I hope they lose. Good tackle. Commanders just needed to not fumble. We would have been right on the exact score tonight. And Jaden Daniels screwed the pooch. That's awful, man. That's awful. Wow. Is it pouring there? Like, why 2 straight run plays here? Caleb Williams. Jeez. Caleb Williams playing good. What are they doing? Are they going to rush this play before the warning? What the hell? This Jake Moody missed field goal is going to be so bad. This is insane. Commanders are still going to win. But they deserve to lose. That's an awful mistake. Why is everybody from The Office doing commercials now? $188. Thanks for jumping in. Download the PreSnap app. QR code bottom right or presnap.app. Online, iOS. Free score predictions every week from our model trained on the NFL and built to predict scores. We have so far this week hit the Packers' exact score, the Saints, the Cowboys. Thought we were looking pretty good on the Commanders until that fumble. Bears, we had 23. Falcons, too, we had 24, I believe. Falcons, we had image 3. What do we have for the Falcons? I got it up. Hold on. Falcons, we had 23. So we did the Bills winning, but hey. I said in TikTok this week, you can use the picks to bet the outcomes. We know we're going to be within a touchdown of the score. So if you're trying to keep within your confidence intervals, like, take it seriously. Let's go. Bet team totals with PreSnap. It's the way to go. Jake Moody's not going to make this field goal. Nope. I mean, the Bears have the chance here to right the wrong of the Hail Mary. Ben Johnson's signature win. Caleb has him. First down. Huge. Get those timeouts out of there. Over 200. How about it? Thanks for jumping in, guys. PreSnap app. We got the score right on the balls here. 23-27. Bears look like they're going to flip the result, though. Swift cutting up. All right. He's inside Moody's career long, or just near it. It's wet, though. They got to get close. I would be stunned if he makes this field goal. I hope he does. Obviously, I don't want the Commanders to win. That being said, we're at the point where, like, I don't want to play the Commanders off like an emotional bad loss because they're going to take it out on the Cowboys, which is such a wild thing to say in 2025, that Washington is coming for their get right game in Dallas, but the Cowboys defense has no chance. They've already blocked one field goal. Could they block another? Anything but a Commanders touchdown is outstanding for the fellas tonight. Outstanding. Because right now we're within a field goal of both scores. Pretty awesome. Swift has room. Goes down, gets bundied. It's a big old run there, though. I would love for my team to get a gift like the gift that Jaden Daniels just gave the Bears. I guess he really didn't get hit. He got down. Commanders down to one timeout. Honestly, some guy commented on my TikTok that he used to hate the Cowboys and he feels bad now for the Cowboys fans. He's a Commanders fan. I hope you lose every game ever, like you did before. 1:14 left. No time on the clock. Commanders were smart. They'd let him score, right? But can you let a guy score from the 30? The Cowboys tried yesterday. Guy ended up kicking an extra point. Defense, so freaking bad. Jake Moody, does he make it? I think he gets blocked, or they miss it. I hope he makes it. I don't think he's going to make it. Get the edge. All right, now they're in can't F it up territory. Not impressed with the Commanders' defense. Dallas is going to put up some points against them, but they're just not going to be able to. They can't stop anybody. They couldn't stop Bryce Young. They're not going to stop freaking this offense coming off a meltdown if they lose this game. Fake mustache, Dicka guy. What a look. Caleb's down. They're going. This is it. If he doinks it, dude. Does he make it? Throw it in the chat. Yes or no? I'm a no. I think he's going to miss. I think this is the kind of lucky bounce the Commanders are going to get. Is there one person in the chat that's going to tell me he makes this? I don't think he makes it. If he makes it, it puts us 2 points off of the Bears score, 3 points off the Commanders score, and dead nuts on the over-under. It's 50.5. We have the under at 50. This would be total points at 49. Do they have the block figured out? He's 3 of 4 tonight. He looks terrified. Got the K-ball in there. All right. I'll call it. 38-yard attempt. Here comes Moody. 3 seconds on the clock to avenge the Hail Mary loss. Moody lines up. Snap is high. Kick is up. Kick is good. And the Washington Commanders fall to 3-3. You hate to see it. Jaden Daniels last year, superhero, Hail Mary, lucky ass play. This year, game on the line. All you got to do is hand the ball off to the running back. And what do? They fumble the ball. Absolute meltdown, fumble the football. Physical mistakes I can forgive. Mental mistakes, they kill you every single time. Pre-snap prediction right there. Bears covering. 27-23 was what we had. 24-25 with 3 points off in the Commanders. 25 points. If you bet the bands, like we said in the pick card, 20 to 30, you're dead nuts right on the middle. How about that? How about that? Bears get the spread, under, Commanders lose. Who cares? They got to come to Dallas next week, and they're going to kick the shit out of us. But who cares? Fail to the Redskins. I'll say it one last time. Jaden Daniels. Reggie Miller meme. Great night. Thanks for joining us on the Tully Cast, all 207 of you. Well, have a great night. Download the PreSnap app if you haven't. Picks will be available tomorrow afternoon, 2.5 hours.